Hello friends, my name is Vinod. Welcome to VR Technosoft. So in this video, I'm going to discuss about how to delete the duplicates so without using CTE. So many of the people are familiar with writing CTE condition to delete the duplicates and all, and also it is much faster compared to all other ways. But I'm just doing this video for the people who are attending the interviews. For them, the interviewers may ask different ways. So how we can able to go undo the deletion and all. So let me show you like how we can able to go. So there are multiple ways are there, but I can show you like one or two ways, different ways without using CTE. So without delay, let's go to practical. Now I just took one table here, that is deleting duplicates, where I have three columns. So product name, product cost, and GST rate, where I have taken the respective data types as well here, and also like I just inserted some of the duplicates here. So let me just explain what exactly I have inserted. So see, there is a product called paste, and I have inserted three duplicates for that. So and also like for brush, it is a single product, and there is no duplicates for that. And even for soap, there are two, and for honey, there are four duplicates are there. So in this case, how we can able to go and delete the duplicates? Just for understanding purpose, I'll just explain how we can able to go and do it in the CTE verbally. So in CTE, just we'll go for a row number or the dense rank, whatever it is, and then we can go and assign the row numbers, and then on top of it, we'll write a delete condition. Yeah. So now, what are the other ways we can able to go and do this deletion is, so one is by using subquery, the other one using by inner join condition. Yeah. So let's create this table first, and we'll also insert the duplicate records in this table. Now I'll just separate this one, these duplicates, whatever products we have. Now let me do select star from this table name, and if you can see, these are the duplicates. So generally in the case of real time, some of the times, so people ask us to do the deletion on top of, on basis on all the columns. Sometimes they may specify some of the columns. Let's say if we have 100 columns, they may specify delete the duplicates only on basis on 10 columns. So that time, on basis depending on three columns, so you need to go and write the conditions. Yeah. So in our case, we just took three columns now. Now also our client is specified, let's say we need to delete the duplicates on basis on three columns now. Yeah. So now we'll just go with one of the option, that is first one is using subquery. Yeah. So now what I'm going to do over here is to write subquery, or to get this duplicate deletion by using a subquery for this table, whatever table we have created, physical table. Definitely we required one of the identity column, or a the column which is having ID values, that two sequentially. Yeah. So otherwise we cannot able to go with these particular ways. Yeah. So that point of time, there is no ID column. So definitely, if you want, we can go and create and use this option, subquery or join condition, whatever it is. Yeah. So if there is a condition like we should not create any, it's a production or any other environments, and we should not create any ID columns. So that point of time, definitely you can go for CTE condition. So if you have a authority to create an extra column, that is identity, and then we can go and create identity column, and you use the subquery as join condition to delete the duplicates. And once the duplicate deletion is done, you can drop that column. Yeah. So these are the some of the limitation which we have. So let me add another column for my table, which is identity column, just for deleting the duplicates. Later on we can drop that column, so if you want. So alter table name, I'll just add another column, alter, add a new column, that is id in identity of, I'll go with 1 comma 1. So you can use any number, so no problem, c dot increment value. So now if you see your table, we have numbers over here. Yeah. So now what exactly I'll go and write over here is, first I'll write an inner query, then we can go for the outer query. Yeah. So in the inner query, what exactly I'll do is, I'll group based upon all the columns, whichever we need to delete the duplicates, then I'll select the minimum or maximum ID. So on top of the ID column. Yeah. So generally in the grouping, whenever you're grouping in SQL Server a number of columns, so what will happen means, so let's see here, if you're grouping on basis on these three columns, if it has all the three columns has a similar kind of data, so similar kind of data means row level, not in the column level. So then what it will do is it will group into one group as a single row, and out of that it will just give you either whatever you're requesting, either minimum ID or maximum ID. So either way you can take minimum ID or maximum ID, but using both we can able to delete the duplicates. Yeah. So now if you see, if I'm keeping group by on top of product name and product cost and GST rate, and if I'm requesting minimum ID or maximum ID, so yeah, either I may get one or three, correct? Now when you go to the next group, that is brush 50 0.05, I have only one row, right? So then it will be considered as a second group or second partition, and anyway it has only one ID value, right? It is a maximum or a minimum value. And when you go to the so we have two rows here, and it will be, as it is having a similar values between two rows, and it will be grouped into again one group, and out of these two, either based upon our condition, it may select a minimum or maximum. So in the similar case for honey product as well. Yeah. So let's write a condition here. Select. So either of the thing you can take, minimum or maximum, no problem. Both we can apply. So I can show you like how this query will work. So select min of ID. I'll just give ID as a alias column from my table name. Then I'll also represent my table name and then group by, yeah, and mention all the columns whichever you want. So that is whichever columns you need to delete the duplicates, and then those columns you need to mention in the group by class. So GST rates. Yeah. So I think the spelling is right. Yeah. Product name. Yeah. I think it is correct. So we are missing the by group by here. Now let's see what exactly we will do. Yeah. So if you see, we are getting this values, right? Like 1745. Yeah. So now what? So next, what exactly it is doing is, let me execute this both the queries at a time, and we'll just analyze it once again. Yeah. So if we execute, so in this product page product, these three rows are grouped, and out of these three, so it is giving the minimum row ID, that is I think one. Yeah. And then on top of brush, so it is giving 4 because it has only one row, and on top of soap the minimum value is 5, and then on top of honey, so the minimum value is 7, correct? Now if you observe here, out of all the groups, so totally we have 4 products, right? So there will be 4 groups are formed, and from each and every group, so it has been selected the top row. So because we are selecting the minimum row, right? So in each of the group, so it is selecting the top row. So nothing but these are the distinct rows, and whatever remaining rows are basically the duplicates. Yes. So what I will do is, apart from these numbers, I'll go and delete all other numbers. Yeah. Now in the similar way, what else can be done is, instead of minimum you can go for maximum. So if you take maximum, we'll see what will happen. So I'll just run these two queries now by changing this aggregate function. Now if you see, in first group, so out of these three, so the maximum ID is 3, right? See, now it has been chosen 3. Now in the brush, anyway we have only one value, so it will be selecting 4. And in the soap, the maximum ID is 6. And in the honey, the maximum ID is 10. Yeah. So which means in each and every group, it is selecting the maximum ID. That too, only one row it will be giving, because we are using the aggregate function. Any aggregate function will give you one row at a time. Yeah. So now, so in each and every row, apart from that particular row, we'll go and delete all other rows. So which means those are the duplicate records. Correct. So now I'll just go and write the subquery on top of this query. So I'll just comment this maximum ID, and we'll write a, on top of this, I'll just go and write a subquery. So delete from my deleting duplicates table, ID. So the records which are present in this table but not present in this ID, correct? Because these are the distinct values, right, from each and every group. So apart from these IDs, all other IDs we need to delete, correct? So I'll just go for where ID not in, because this is subquery, and I'll just go on to the brackets over. Yeah. So apart from these IDs, so which is nothing but the minimum IDs, all other values will get deleted from all the groups. Yeah, we'll see whether it will get deleted or not. Yeah, all other 6 rows are deleted. Now you just go and check your deleting duplicate table. Now you can see for each and every product, so there we have a ID column. There we have a distinct column along with IDs. Yeah, so this is one of the way to deleting the duplicates by using the subquery. Yeah, so for this definitely we required at least one identity column, and on top on basis on that ID column only we can go and delete the duplicates. As I mentioned, so if there is no authority to create an extra column, that is ID column, so then definitely you have to go and use only the option that is CT. Yeah, so now we'll see the next option. Even for the next option, so that is using join, so we required again the ID column here. Yeah, so now what I will do is I'll delete all the rows once again and we'll reinsert duplicates. Yeah, so now we'll reinsert it, and let me see. Yeah, we have ID getting incremented, because when you delete something in the identity table, so it will go and basically it inserted from the last inserted row. Yeah, so even by using these numbers also we can able to do the deletion, so there won't be any problem. Yes, let it be the numbers will be 11, from 11 to 20, still we can able to do the deletion. Yeah, no problem. So there should not be any duplicates in this. So there should be any increment value, so that you can simply go on delete it. Yeah, so now what I will do is I'll simply write a maybe a row number function, that is nothing but analytical functions. So I'll generate a row number on basis on all these three columns. Yeah, so let's see, select. So I'll just mention star here, or I'll mention only the columns whichever I required. So these columns, comma, I'll apply a row number function, row underscore number, and over. So so there will be a partition by class which you need to apply in case of deletion. And just do remember, in partition by class, so what columns you need to mention is, so whichever the column, on whichever the column basis you need to delete the duplicates, all those columns you need to mention it over. Yeah, so we just all mention all the three columns here, and then in order wise you can consider any column, no problem. You can consider ID, name, cost, GST rate, any column you can mention. So we'll just put order by ID column. You all, if you need, you can put ascending, or if you need, you can put descending also, there won't be any problem. So row number from my table, so I'm also giving a alias column here, and I'll just put my table name, and let me execute this and we'll see what exactly it is being given. So if you see, okay, so I think it has been sorted based upon ID. I think it will be little bit confusion, right? So what you can do is, in the order by class we can sort based upon the product name, so that we can see the proper row numbers here, or whatever we have applied. So yeah, I think, yeah, now it is fine. Now for the brush, so as we have only one product here and there is no duplicates, it has been assigning the row number. And for honey, when you see here, there are almost like 4 duplicates are there, right? Now the row numbers, when you're applying a partition by class, so it will reset from again from 1, and it will generate the sequence number. So as there are 4 duplicates, so it will be generating 1 2 3 4, and again it will go to the next partition, it will reset the number, row ID number, and just it will generate 1 2 3, even for soap as well. Yeah, now by using this row number, yeah, so we also require ID column here. Let me append the ID column in my select class. Now you can see, yeah, now we have a ID column here, and the respective row numbers we have assigned. Now what exactly I'm going to do over here is, by using join, so by using join condition, my join condition here is ID column, right? Now when you see in each and every like in each and every group apart from row number 1. The remaining records are duplicates. Yeah, so when you see for brush we have one row, and when you see for honey, except this one first record, remaining records are duplicates, correct? So there we'll put a condition where row number equals to 1, so we'll just go and delete that records. Yeah, let me write a delete condition here. So by using a join, so delete, so from your table name, so we need to put a join here, and so we need to join with this result set whatever we got, right? So we just need to delete on top of this result set. The two here, the joining key column is id. Yeah, so I'll just put a brackets here because this is my A table and this is my B table. That's right. So I'll just put brackets. So we'll also consider this is B table, and then this is as a A table. So delete from this table, and then the join condition and the select query whatever you want, and finally we'll write a on condition here. The on condition will be like on top of the A table and B table, the two on top on basis on ID column. So let's go for A dot ID equals to B dot ID. Yeah. So there is some syntax error. Let's see. We'll try to debug and we'll try to rectify it. So if it is not working, yeah. So now, so when it is joining, so what exactly will happen? Yeah. So I'll just copy this result set and I'll just put it into any one of the notepad window, or we can put it in paint also if you want. Let me take it. Okay, here I cannot able to paste it. Let it be, no problem. Yeah, I think it's better to paste it in Excel so that I can explain in a better way. Let me put it over here. Yeah, so this is the B table data, right? Now we also require the A table data as well. In A table, so we don't have row number, right? So we have this data, right? Yeah, this data. Now what I'm trying to do, this is a table now. I'm joining A and B table based upon ID column, correct? Now when it is joining, see what is exactly happening is the 14 is joining with inner join I'm doing. The matching record is 14 with 14, and I'll also apply a condition. So if it is if the row number is greater than 1, then only I'll go and delete it. So if you see here, this is a matching record, but I'm applying a condition of row number is greater than 1, right? If it is more than 1, then only I need to delete it. Now it is not greater than 1, right? It is equals to 1. So this row will not get deleted, right? So let's consider this is not a duplicate, this is as a distinct record. Now when you see this one, now 17 will join with 17, and the row number still it is 1. So it will also consider as a distinct record because it is a row number is not greater than 1, it is equals to 1. Now when you see the next three records, so 18, 19, 20 will join with a table, yeah, and also the row numbers are greater than 1, correct? So because these are duplicates, right? So just it will go and delete these records. Now it will be considered as a duplicates. Now again, this record will join over here based upon a ID column. Only one row will get joined because 11 with 11, only one matching record is there. And as this condition is not meeting with the condition which we have written, and it's considered as a distinct record. Let me put it over here. This is a distinct. Now again there are two records. So these are matched records, and it is not. It is meeting with the condition row number greater than 1. So it will be considered as a duplicate record. And again, so this is a distinct record here from the table, as it is not meeting with the condition and is a duplicate. Correct? So this is how it will go and join, and based upon this row number condition as row number greater than 1, so it will go and delete the respective duplicates over here. Yeah. So let's try to write the condition here. So where my A table, that is B table dot row number, right? So row number, I think we have given an alias column here. So B dot row number is greater than 1. Yeah. So we'll see whether it will. Okay, it is showing some error. We'll try to rectify it. No problem. Yeah. So let's see where exactly it went wrong. So delete from table. So the condition here is like delete from. The syntax is like this. So we'll just put alias table name here. So delete from alias table, and then from your table name, and then a join, and then b table. This is the b table. So this is the inner query which we have written, and then b on the condition, and where row number is greater than 1. Yeah. So we just need to specify the alias table name here before the from class, and then you need to write a table name. Yeah. So we just see again there are 6 rows are getting deleted, and you can see. So now you have the distinct records in the table. Yeah. So this is how we can able to delete the duplicates by using a subquery and a join, by adding an extra column, that is the ID column with the identity property. And in this case we can avoid the CTE condition. Yeah. So at last, once you've done this, so the remember what you need to remember is, so you need to go and alter your table, and then finally drop that particular column, because that column is not required anymore, right, after deleting the duplicates. Yeah. So you just need to delete that column. Yeah. So if you are not deleting that column, the problem is if there are indexes and all on top of other columns, and as you are added this column, so there will be a performance issue. Yeah. So just go and drop that column, so then your table with fine with the distinct records. Yeah. So thank you so much for watching my video, and stay tuned for more videos.